Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the new game, Aviassembly. This game is a plane builder game. Kind of reminds me a lot of Kerbal Space Program. You can go on missions, and then completing those missions gives you money and items to be able to upgrade your plane so you can continue to explore and complete more difficult missions. We're right here. We are building our first plane, trying to figure that out, kind of figure out the workings of the game here. So we've kind of got, you start off with some wood, some old-timey stuff going on here. Got some bike wheels and some pretty basic wings. So here I'm clicking on the center of gravity and the drag. The center of gravity is going to tell me kind of where I need to put my wings. You don't want the center of gravity too far forward. You also don't want it too far back, or else your plane's going to kind of tilt towards that. It might be hard to take off, might be hard not to. That's just kind of what I've gotten from playing like games like Kerbal Space Program. So now I'm adding on my tail wings, and then I'm going to put on my back tiny little wheel. So there we go. So we got so far. We're going to move our thing up, and the mirror button's a little weird. You know, KSP had, you know, a little shortcut where you could click X and it would turn it on and off. And I think it'd be nice to add that into the game, a little shortcut that make it easier. Here, I'm trying to increase the angle of attack, and the snap angle's kind of set on 90, and so I'm not trying to turn the wings 90 degrees, just a little bit. I actually end up learning that this doesn't really matter. So I did all this for nothing, and that's okay. We can just kind of look around everything else. Got some wood connections and some wood struts, so you can add on like a second level of wings if you really wanted to. I'm not worried about that though. So here's our first takeoff. We use space to throttle up, and then controls to kind of turn it down some. Not a lot of fuel. We're gonna take off here, see what goes on. Gotta get over this mountain. A lot of these airstrips are very interesting in this game. They're really difficult to get into and out of. So here we are. We've kind of cut down the throttle a little bit. About to land into the hospital. There we go. I've kind of turned it completely off. Kind of just floating. And okay. This is a pretty smooth first landing. These guys lost power. They need 2 small batteries. Okay. So we can see we can take some medicine. And I'm going to put some medicine in here. I believe the wind turbines need it. So I'm just kind of clicking around, seeing how things work. I don't know. Definitely going to refuel. We're going to take off. Go ahead and head to the wind turbines. So you can actually click on the hospital and it'll pop up with the quest to go there. So it'll pop up on your mini map a little bit better, or not your mini map, but the screen. It'll kind of highlight it better. But oh well, we know where we're going. We'll pull up again. We're gonna head out. All right, here we go. We're gonna come back in. Hey, going a little slow here. Almost falling at this point. Yeah, gotta speed it up a little bit. No, definitely not gonna make it to that strip. Now we're gonna make it though. There we go. That wasn't the best. A bird flew into the wind turbine, and they need 2 medicine. And guess what? I didn't bring some medicine. Ain't that wild? We can put some batteries on here because we know we need batteries. I could have killed 2 birds with 1 stone here. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and refuel. We're gonna take off. In hindsight, probably could have done a U-turn on the airship and just taken off the other way. But your boy doesn't think like that. He thinks in mysterious ways. So we're gonna turn around. I think we have plenty of fuel here. We're going very slow, but I think we're gonna do fine. Kind of slowing down again. And then right there, I just passed over it. I didn't get it this time, but those are scraps. You'll find, I don't think they're random, but you can find scraps. They're usually about usually 5 scraps right there. This can help. Again, more falling than I am gliding there. There's 25 coins, dude. And then in scrap. So now they want 4 small batteries and 2 big batteries. What I noticed from playing this game is that it's super good at the quest progression. Like the quests get progressively harder, but like in a good way. Like it doesn't just bang. Here's a super hard quest. It's gonna take you forever to beat. It's pretty decent. All right, here we go. Alright, so we're taking off here. Again, could have done a U-turn on the runway. I'll figure that out later here. Take a U-turn, head back. And now we're going to bring the medicine to the wind turbines. Alright, so here we go. Coming in again, kind of falling at this point. And miss the runway completely, but that's okay. In this game, right now at this point, you do not have to land on the runway. As long as you're in this flat vicinity right here, you can land anywhere out here and it will count you as being on the airfield. And you can complete missions, refuel, do all that. So I could land between those wind turbines over there and be fine. So here I'm just kind of looking around. I'm trying to figure out how much I can actually store in my plane. And I look at it, and I think we need to maybe research some more here. So this is the research screen, and a lot of opportunities here. You can probably skip some of the research ones if you really wanted to. If you wanted to go straight down the turbine route, you can. So what we got going on here? That costs 300. Very expensive. So we're gonna go back to this for now, I think. And we're just gonna kind of look around. So here, I'm expanding the plane, and that's gonna cost money, but it's also gonna raise our cargo space. It's also going to make us a little heavier too, which is gonna kind of kill the propeller, the engine. Because the engine's only going to put out so much thrust. Alright, so we're taking off again. Alright, so we're going to fly back. We're going to make our way over to the hospital. I think we're going to pick up some medicine here. Oh, there we go. Another tip, the wheels can only hold so much weight as well. So when you start overloading your plane, there it is right there. Bam. You see I added those materials on there, and my plane was already at 10 weight. Thankfully, I can take off from here without a wheel. That's probably not going to be a thing in the coming updates, but we'll see what happens. But the plane already weighed 10. The max amount of weight I think that back leg, that back wheel could have had was like either 6 or 10. So you just gotta kind of go with the flow on that. Late in the game, I do upgrade the wheels very heavily, so I can pretty much just bounce on the runway and be fine. Alright, so here we go. A little crazy, but we did it. No wheels, we just vibing. There's 70 coins for that, which is really good. That was big. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Yeah, just one big battery. I think I'm just gonna do the 4 small batteries. Alright, here we go. See if we can take off without a wheel. No wheel in it. And we can. So I believe those 2 bike wheels can do 2 times 7, maybe? Yeah, so I think they can hold 14 weight. I don't know. The wheel weights are kind of interesting in this game. There we go. We're going to head back to the hospital over here. Kind of struggling. You can see we got a lot of weight. Just going to kind of glide down. And we're... Boom. Didn't even make the runway again. I'm trash. There's 45 coins for the effort. So now all we have to do is get that big battery, I believe. Should probably reset though. And reset, kind of look at our research, maybe edit the plane, and see right here it's going to blow up on me just because of the thing. Now why it didn't do that the first time when I first made the change, I don't know. But it did it then. I guess I finally figured it out. Using my weights, 10.2. Alright. So looks like we're finally gonna put in the new engine, and we're gonna also extend the fuselage just a touch. Now as you can see, this is gonna increase my weight to 9.7, which is just 9.5 now, which is just enough. And obviously I'm trying to do KSP stuff over there. It's hilarious. And I don't have enough cash right now. Well, I do. So bang. So we're going with the quadruple bicycle wheel setup here. Things looking juicy. 9.8 total. I'm just kind of poking around right now, see what else I got in here. Alright. We're gonna head out. We're gonna try this thing. Alright, so we got some more stuff up here. We got the weather station and the lumber camp. Might head up there in a little bit. See what happens. Alright, so we got the new engine on. Got some new wheels on. A little bit of an extension on the hub. And there we go, taking off. We're a lot faster in this thing, man. We're breaking 120, 130, 140 now. This thing's going crazy. We're landing at the hospital. Okay, so we're headed off. Right back to the wind turbines. See if we can stick this landing. Oh. Yeah, I gotta get better at that. Alright. Oh, so when I upgraded the plane, I neglected to realize that I can't put big batteries in here anymore. So now I'm stuck. So I think I'm gonna move on maybe for a little bit. Let's go explore the world a little bit, see what goes on here. Plane's looking goofy good though. We're gonna take on off. Going super fast though. The wings in this game actually have like a speed limit. It's like the wings, if they go through, like the wind resistance is like high on some of these wings. Like this one can't take anything crazy. A little bumpy, but I feel like that was a pretty solid landing than what the usual one is. Alright. Here we go. So now we know we need lumber. Lumber camp's way over there, which is pretty far away for right now at this point in the game. Oh, I'm not sure why I'm going so high up here. There we go. Alright. Alright, so we made it to this little tiny town right here. We're low fuel. Okay. Find a place to land. Oh, I just went over one of those little random spots you can find. Got me some extra scraps. Here we go. Barely any fuel. Coasting at this point. And I mean, that wasn't very good. I'm not even gonna lie. But I hit the runway. That's what counts. And these guys need something. Everybody needs something. All right. Oh, I can't take off. Oh. So I guess I have to respawn at base. You can also respawn at that last airport, so I could just retry and take off there, but we're just gonna, I'd rather kind of upgrade my stuff here. Just kind of looking at maybe some new wheels. Got a balloon and a parachute back there. I don't think we need that right now. We got a small fuel tank. Those come in handy. Later in the game, you will have a lot of missions that are very far, like they're on other continents. So we're kind of looking at some new wings here. Not really seeing anything we want. Alright, so I think we're going to unlock this new cockpit here. Obviously, probably not going to have any money to fix it, but we're going to see what happens. That cockpit is too expensive. Alright, so we're going to try building another one here. Bang. I'm going to put on the new engine. We got 310 left. The drag, it doesn't really mean anything at this point in the game. Obviously, it's going to have drag. Look at that cockpit. Thing sticks out. We're going to extend it just a little bit here. Definitely not going to have enough for the wings. Yeah, those are 75 a pop. You're going to have to cut that thing down. Here we go. Still not enough for one. I wonder if you could fly with one wing though. Oh. So we're going to put the old one back on. Now we're going to add our wings back on there. And then some tail wings. And maybe a top wing. I don't know. There we go. Alright, that looks looking good. We actually got a little bit of extra room that we could probably extend it if we wanted to. Alright, so there we go. We need to move these wings back a little bit maybe. Whoa. It's a pretty big angle right there. I need to change that a little bit. There we go. Alright, so we're going to keep that center of gravity right there then. I found it really doesn't matter too much in this game. We're going to see if we can take off. This is going to be a rough one. Wheels are kind of off. Already noticed that. And we're not going to be able to take off. Bang. There we go. We're off. It's a little weird, but we're here. There we go. We're flying. It may have been a weird way to take off, but we're in the air, and that's what matters. Alright, obviously this isn't going to work. We're going to have to fix this. That's no way to fly. That's no way to fly. The Wright brothers may have done that, but we're not going to do that. We're going to be better than them. We're going to grow. So we're going to take up the wheel length right here. So we're going to try making the front a little bit taller than the back. This might allow me to have more angle of attack. At this point in the game, I really wasn't sure if that really meant anything or not. It just seemed like it was very glued to the ground with that. So we're going to try this one. Getting a little bit of lift here. Okay. We're off. Again, just not enough thrust. And we're going to go crawling up the side of the mountain to then be free again. But this time, we're going to bounce off it again. Boom! We're doing good though. We're still alive. Alright. We're off. And we're doing it not gracefully, but we're doing what we're supposed to. Low fuel. Another error, strange, unidentified pattern. So here we go for the landing. Bang! That was a rough one. Alright. Again, there's just no way that this thing is going anywhere where they want us to go. We're going to try it though. So even your cargo adds a lot of weight. It probably adds the most weight out of everything. And we're trying to take off. We're trying to take off. It's not working. Oh no. Oh my gosh. We're somehow in the air. Oh no. Where are we going? We got the 5 scrap at least. There's just no way. It's not working. We tried. We're hovering. We're pretty much a helicopter at this point. We got a little bit of a boost from that little hill right there. We're getting somewhere now. We're nowhere close to making it to where we needed, and no fuel. And here we go. Right into the ocean.